Hey there, GBRLIFE community. It's Caitlin. I'm back. And I'm back with a tech review. Yay! And today we are tackling a tool that promises to do something most of us wish, at least I do, that we could turn long, rambling videos into short, viral-ready clips in just a few clicks. Does it sound too good to be true? Is it actually good? Meet Opus Clip, the AI-powered video editor that claims to find your best moments and repurpose them into TikToks, Reels, and Shorts automatically. But is it actually a game changer or just another AI tool that almost works? Let's find out after my, I don't know how many second intro.
Capture tales in text, it's a written quest. Life's pages turned our treasure chest. Ink spills truth, not a bit less. Our blog shines where the heart confess.
Yeah, so that was fun.
The motherhood maze, balancing acts in the life's grand ballet. Stay engaged.
So what exactly is Opus Clip? Think of it as an AI-powered assistant that scans your long-form videos like podcasts, interviews, live streams. I use it for my live stream, and it picks out the parts that it thinks are the most engaging. Then it automatically edits them into short-form videos, complete with captions, zoom cuts, and text highlights. Let's do what I know you want to do and take a quick look inside, so you can see just how simple or complex it really is. Let's go there. Okay, here it is. So just like you, I'm going to be looking over so you can see it right there. Let's all together go, there it is. It's nothing fancy. It's just Opus Clip. We're just buds. So basically, you would just log in like usual. Usually these days, either you use your Google account or you create a new account by entering email and creating a password. I'm sure there's a couple other options, but it's as simple. Just go ahead and log in or create that account really quickly. It is completely free to create an account. I did not have to add any sort of payment information because they do have a free option. So the first thing you're going to see is exactly what you see right here. And basically, you can add in a link, or you can upload from your computer, or you can use Google Drive. And then you just simply click and boom, it creates that clip. Now by boom, this video here was about 45 minutes and it brought it down to 1 minute. And this is the actual clip that it created. And it did that in about, I want to say it was less than 5 minutes. I want to say about 3 minutes. No, I want to say actually 2 minutes it took to actually create this. So it said it was going to take longer than it actually took. Now I do see that there is a banner currently right now that states that they are having an issue with links and to use the local, so the uploading from your computer basically. But I did read a few reviews to see if this is something that was common, and I see that it is not as common. I did use a few of my credits in order to create this clip right here that you see right in front of you. So I can't tell you exactly how many clips they give you immediately because I didn't look at that immediately, but you can also just right here purchase more credits. So if you're using the free plan, it looks like you have the option to just purchase the credit. I was going to say order, and I was like, that's not the right word. It looks like you can just purchase some more credits without having to subscribe to the plan that they have. And we will get into the pricing in just a moment. But first, I do want to show you what the actual clip looks and sounds like. So I just click on it and then there it is. That's the clip. It's the transcript. And again, this was about 45 minutes of a live stream and it brought it down to 1 minute. I don't think that's too bad. And if you look over to the side, it does show that immediately send it over to social media by planning it out. Usually those are called content calendars. Export it. You can download it. And then you can edit only through Pro, AI hook only through Pro, add B-roll, I can't speak today, only through Pro. And then it looks like the aspect ratio, of course they do this. Pro says 9:16, which is what most social media is. That is your TikTok, that is your Reel, that is, I can't think of anything that isn't a 9:16 when you're talking about clips like this. So they do want you to do that. But the good news here is that at the end of the day, there are other tools that you can also use to make it down to that size if you need to afterwards. Since this is completely free, this is under the free plan, and it did make, again, a 45-minute video into 1 minute. And to remove the watermark, so it does come with a watermark when you're using the free plan, it would cost money. So I am just going to press home again and just show you that they also have these videos here that it looks like it's going to help you, but you also have the option long to shorts, AI captions, AI reframe, AI B-roll, AI hook, which is what you already saw, but you can directly just do those things by clicking it over here. Going back, and let's talk some pros and cons about what you're about to see. First, I'm going to press this video and then we'll talk pros and cons.
Immersive experiences, similar to like a radio drama. And then you have
so you can see it does have the captions. It was a live stream, so it's not anything spectacular in regards to what you're seeing. But again, this was free. And the watermark is that. It's not so bad when we're talking about free. Okay, so now let's do what I was saying. Let's talk pros and cons. Let's really decide, is this a good idea? We'll get into that too because I have my ratings. So pro, it does save hours of editing. AI does most of the work here. You're not sitting here trying to figure out what is best by yourself. It did it for you. So that's a lot of hours saved. Take it from somebody who does their own editing. And then the auto captions, also big deal. Now, I do see that other AI tools, and not just AI tools, other editing tools out there do allow you to use the auto captions. But what I do like on this one in particular is that it does like a fun caption automatically. You're not having to like search through and figure it out. It already pops. It's already centered. These are editing things that you think about when you're doing the actual edit, and something like that where it just automatically does it, that's amazing. And you saw it for yourself. It had the option to immediately put it into social media. So that's nice, especially when you're talking about repurposing content, because it's already created as whatever the video is, right? You can put it into YouTube, you can put it into TikTok, you can put it into Reels, and it's going to work for you. The only thing that it's going to show in regards to a watermark is likely the Opus Clip versus that it was a TikTok video. And of course, I didn't pay anything for what I got right there. I just logged in really quickly. Within 5 minutes, I had a clip. That's not too bad with a watermark. Now, there are some cons here. The selection isn't going to be perfect. When I was looking at the video, I can't say that I loved every single moment that it selected. And out of 45 minutes, I would say that it picked decent areas, spots. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. So if I'm doing this really quickly and I just need to get something out there to promote my latest video, that's not so bad, but it's not the best. It's okay. And customization definitely is very limited if you're on the free plan. It looks like you basically have to pay for it to get all the fun stuff. So serious limitations there. And there's the watermark. 1 or 2 times is fine, but goodness gracious. And then there's also the fact that it's credits. I wish that maybe it would limit the amount of clips that you could create off of a video, or how many clips that you can create a month, but not so much a credit system where maybe you're creating videos every single day and now you have to create this into or worry about the credits while you're using it monthly. But then there's the pricing that does take that into consideration. Let me show you what I mean. Ta-da! Pricing. Okay, so you have monthly and you have yearly. What we're looking at right now is the yearly. Starter 15, Pro, they're offering $14.50, so $174, and business, let's talk. Now, on the business, I did do some research, and a lot of people are paying about $30 a month for those really small businesses, but it can go way higher than that. Remember, these businesses is like your enterprise. That's where you really need a lot from them, so that's why they want to talk to you. And that pricing is going to differ depending on the business. But if you're looking at the free, you saw what you get. Basically one clip, and anything else you're going to have to purchase those credits to get any more. Other than that, you have the starter at $15 a month, but you only get 150 credits. You get some AI clipping, animated captions, but it does say that it's in 20 plus languages, which is a big deal. I've never seen that anywhere else. If you've seen it anywhere else, please let me know in the comments. I would love to review a tool like that, not for personal reasons. What? And then it's also, it says it's a powerful editor, but it does have the editing option, and that's pretty good because you can do that directly in the actual tool and not have to go to another tool to do it. For $15 a month, that's not too bad. Filter and silence removal, that's pretty common, and you're going to see that in a lot of AI tools these days, so I don't consider that to be such a huge deal, but at least it is offered. And of course, removing the watermark. But then you have the Pro, and this is what I'm saying about that credit. It makes a huge difference, really. When you go from 150 to 3,600 credits, yeah, automatically this seems better. 2 brand templates, 6 social media connections, B-roll, pretty much everything else that we were already looking at. Ooh, speech enhancement. That's not a bad thing as well. But it gives you all of these things that you see right in front of you. Can you see my hand? You can't see my hand. That's fine, right? You see I have hands. They're right here. But this is what it provides you. And I do want to just do the monthly and show you one other thing after that. Monthly, the starter stays at 15, but you can see that the Pro turns into 29. They do this on purpose because obviously this is the most popular. It's their best option. It gives you everything you could possibly want to need. But I would suggest, if you were going to do this, to go with the yearly at $174. So it's a pretty penny when you're talking about at least doing this to begin with, what you're going to have to spend upfront. And what I wanted to show you is that right over here is the brand template. Now, I can't see it, but at least you can see there is the option to the brand template. There's home, brand template, and then asset library. And calendar, that's your content calendar. And I think I already went through these before, but if I didn't, analytics and social accounts. So basically, obviously, they need to be able to, whatever social media account you want it to go to with this plan on social, that's where that's coming from and why. Brand templates are huge, and this is not offered everywhere. They're big when you are a small business, or even if you are just doing a clip here and there, because it standardizes what you're doing. So it's going to go from being really easy to use to even easier, because it's going to automatically add all those little details that you would have to literally add when you're creating these little clips to begin with. Now that you know in regards to all of that, let's discuss my ratings. The GBRLIFE ratings. How does it score? So I base everything off of very particular things. Let's go over that. For overall performance, I'm not mean. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So the first rating, overall performance, 4 out of 5. It's fast, it's effective, it saves time, but it has its quirks, and it's not that convenient in all cases because it is something that you can probably find in other places. But if you want to just do this real quick, or it's something that you use often, it's not that bad of a price. $174 a year, which actually I'll go into pricing in just a second. But I'd say overall, it's not that bad in regards to that. And yeah, 4 out of 5. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty. Ease of use, 4.5. Because this was easy. This was way easy. As soon as I logged in, and let's not even say it that way. As soon as I went to the website, it was like, click here to sign in or to sign up, and boom, I was in. That was done. And then from there, it was like, okay, upload your video or bring it in from wherever. Okay, in this case, it did have the whole thing with the link. And I did try the link. It didn't work at first, but it literally told me that. So as soon as I picked it from my computer, boom, done. It created that clip in 2 minutes. That was easy. So I would say anybody would be able to use this for the most part. Functionality, 4 out of 5. It does what it says it's going to do for the most part. It's literally just taking those long videos and making it very short. Functionality, it does what it says. Now, value for the money. And this is why I was saying, I was going to get into that part in just a minute. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's a good price, but it's not the best price out there. Why I'm saying that? Because there are other tools out there that charge about the same and they do a whole lot more. It's not just a clip thing. They just happen to also have the clip. So I would say that if this is something that you're doing, if you're a serious creator and you are creating clips constantly and you want to just make this quick and easy, you could probably even go with the $15 a month and then just buy more credits if you feel that you need to do it that way. Or you can go for Pro, pay $174 a year, and then it's even cheaper than that. And that's not a bad price in comparison if you are using this constantly. But if you're not using this constantly and this is just a once in a while type thing, I don't know that it would be something you'd want to go for, except for once in a while and going for free. That's my opinion on that in regards to cost. But that being said, overall, it does save time and it does repurpose long videos into short form content. It is an amazing tool. And if you do want creative control over your edits that you might still want to tweak here and there manually, give Opus Clip a try. Another thing that I would suggest is going in and doing your own little trial. You spend the $15 or the $29 for a little trial for yourself for 1 month and see if you like it. If you don't like it, cancel. That way you know how much you're actually using it and make it real. Use it not when you have a whole bunch of work to do. Use it when it's your norm to see if you're actually going to use it often. If you aren't going to use it often and you feel like you're wasting money, don't spend another $30 on it. If you're like, oh my God, this is amazing and I need to use this all the time, go for that the yearly plan and make it only $174 a year. Make it worth it. Have you tried Opus Clip? Actually, better yet, do you have another AI editing tool that you love? Drop that in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications because we are now at the end of this video. And I want to make sure that you don't miss the next GBRLIFE review because I'm going to be doing this weekly once again. I am back. And remember, with all of the content on GBRLIFE.com and the fabulous koala clothing line, you didn't know that it existed? Go to mamakoala.com. Yes, I have a clothing line. You don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. I'm super excited to be back. I can't wait until next week. Talk to you all then. Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe.